Hello.
Hello there.
Welcome to part 2 of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake
Yes.
review. Yes. Where were we? We were talking about how they just got to the house of the crazy people.
Yes.
And they're going to get murdered.
Yeah, so the grandfather, this old man in a wheelchair whose legs are amputated at the kneecap, comes out to like, because they're like looking for a sheriff, so they think the sheriff's inside this old house, the mill house. And they go up to it, and they're like, hey, and then Jessica Biel's like, are you the sheriff? And he's like, do I look like the sheriff? She's like, I can't see you. So she goes inside, he comes out with his wheelchair, and she's like, can we use your phone? We need to contact the sheriff. He's like, fine, go ahead. And he's like, I didn't say you could go inside. So she goes inside, calls the sheriff, whatever. Meanwhile, the friends back over behind are waiting around, and then eventually, after some weird stuff ensues with Jessica and the old weird man, the cop does show up, and we meet him.
Like, don't look at me, I forgot about that part.
Yeah, the cop shows up, he's shooting back out, he spits it out. And then, like, after that, like, he's like, I think the body's in this car. And we're like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And
like, it's where we're introduced
is this where
guy.
he puts him on the ground?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No, this is when we're first meeting him still.
Oh, okay.
No. And he's, like, trying to teach the blonde guy
how
to wrap a body. He's like, I used to love wrapping these old honeys.
Is this where he makes him sit in there?
He makes him go in the van and wrap the body. He makes him carry it into the trunk of the police car.
Okay.
I was like, what the heck? And I had no idea that the sheriff was supposed to be like the gas station guy from the original movie at this point. So he's in on it.
Yeah.
But we don't know that yet. We just think he's some sort of horrible, I don't know what kind of cop he is. And then, like, Jessica Biel gets stuck behind, and the two of them, like, go back inside, whatever. And then eventually, after a bunch of stuff, like, into the movie, something happens where, like, they piss the guy off. He's like, what are you doing? And then all of a sudden, Leatherface comes out. Leatherface, so she's talking to the grandfather still, the old guy in the wheelchair. And at one point, her boyfriend stumbles upon, like, this weird room.
With bones and shit.
With bones and the TV and everything. And then he gets hammered to the head with a mallet or whatever, with a thing. I forget if it's a meat tenderizer or something. Some sort of
like a meat
blunt object. Some sort of blunt object hammer thing.
Hammer thing.
It's like I think it's like a meat tenderizer to the head or something.
Yeah.
Is there a hammer or a meat tenderizer, and then like blood splatters all over the TV, and we get our first kill, and then he gets dragged off, and then later on, after like the cop and everything, eventually Jessica and Liz like, where'd he go? He disappeared, and the guy's covering up like, I don't know what happened, but we know he knows something. And then she goes back with the other guy friend, and then Leatherface comes out and chases him down with a chainsaw, and then cuts the guy's leg off, and then puts him on a meat hook to torture him for like a good part of the movie. While she and her other friend are like chasing like her leftover friend. The two women are like basically running for their lives, and with that other guy, the glasses.
Okay. Because the other guy with the glasses ends up downstairs in the basement.
Yeah, after a lot of horrible things happen.
A lot of shit happens with this cop.
Because the cop makes them... Because the cop thinks that they're responsible...
Like, tortures
them. Even though these kids swear on their life that the woman shot herself, he's like, you must have shot her. And so, like... He makes the two...
Like, Leatherface is not the only villain
female
in this
characters
movie.
get on the ground and then takes him inside the bus and makes him show the cop how how the woman shot herself, and then has him almost pull the trigger of the gun.
This movie makes you hate this cop.
This movie makes you hate
this cop.
Well, this movie makes you feel such sympathy for
Leatherface.
Well, no, this movie makes you feel that much more horrible for these young people.
Yeah.
Like, not only are they just, like, innocents stumbling upon some, like, creepy house, but, like, they're thrown into a situation where they get trapped there and they really can't go anywhere. Okay. It's not even the fact that there are gases or anything. Like, they're actually trapped in this situation. They can't really escape.
I forgot what happened to the other girl.
She gets killed later. So she's in the car with Jessica Biel, and then they get chainsawed and she runs out of the car, and then Leatherface, after he's already killed her boyfriend, Leatherface is wearing Jessica's boyfriend's face. I don't remember actually the character's name, so I'm sorry, I'm saying Jessica Biel because I really don't remember her character's name. And he's wearing his face, and then he chainsaws her, the friend. So she dies, which makes her and that guy with the glasses the two main survivors at this point. And he's in the basement. Well, because the other guy, the friend, he actually is kind of alive at one point, and she can't get him down off the meat hook, so she puts out of misery by killing him with a knife, which is really sad. And then, like, she and the other remaining friend are, like, running away from Leatherface, and the kid helps him escape through the basement out of the house, and, like, they're like, and then they run into the cop again, I think, or
no, they run into that shed, and Leatherface chases them in that shed.
Oh yeah, that's right. After, yes, yeah, they hide,
and then Leatherface goes after her,
gets the guy on the freaking chandelier, chains on him,
and then
kills him,
chainsaws him.
Yeah.
And leaving Jessica Biel as the sole survivor.
Then she has to chase him off. Eventually,
chase him off. She runs to the meatpacking plant.
Yeah, and there's
a whole chase scene
through the slaughterhouse, and also through these lockers, and she's in the lockers, and she's trying. She's well, is she a chainsaw?
Oh no,
it's like some sort of knife,
meat cleaver.
It's a meat cleaver of sorts. Yes, and she cleavers his, and she like chops his arm off.
Chops his arm off, and then the best part is at the end, where she gets a chance.
Well, so she runs away, gets in the car, and starts to drive away. And then, so she gets in a truck. She tries to tell the guy not to go back to the gas station. He won't listen. So she gets out, runs away, finds in her car, I think, and gets in it. And I don't remember how she hotwires it again, because we learned that she can hotwire because she was in juvie.
Yeah.
Crucial point. And then she, and then she finds the officer, and she runs him down. And then she backs up over his body. And then she screams and runs him over again. And then she I think she says something like F off or whatever, or she says F you or something like that. And then
die or
something great. It was
something
funny.
Like that. And then she runs away with this baby.
Oh yeah, and then at the end we do see she bumps right into Leatherface, with the car, he's right there, but she just drives right past him. We skipped over a whole part. This movie has so many complicated niches in it.
We don't have time.
A whole bunch of stuff happens in this movie. It's a lot more complicated than the original. It's a lot more.
It was a wonderful remake, though.
Yeah, a lot more deep plot.
This one, watch this one over.
It's a great movie, and it's just on its own. It's just not even just a good Texas Chainsaw. It's a good horror movie. Great slasher movie from the early 2000s.
Yeah.
That I think is overshadowed because of the original movie, but this movie I think is so much better. Anyhow. Great movie. I love this one. This is definitely my favorite. I'm going to give this an A, solid A or an A+. I'm not sure which, but really good movie.
Definitely. Solid 5.
Definitely check it out. We didn't even get to talk about a whole bunch of stuff that happens. We kind of jumped from point to point and missed over a bunch of stuff, which you have to watch the movie just to see how crazy it is. But definitely watch this movie and and follow us for more. We're going to be talking about the next movie, The Beginning, next.
Yes. Follow us for more.
Bye.
Bye.
Till next time.